Alright, we're going to do the 400 or the large weight raise. I like to start with my drop loop. So I'm going to terminate the end of my rope. I'm going to terminate it with just a bowline. Back up my bowline. Same thing on this side. Terminate my other side. With the bowline. Toss my drop loop. And I'll set up something to save some friction with my natural or with my artificial high directional. I'm just going to run a girth hitch and then an overhand. And I'll run one of the lines through that. And then I'll go downstairs and attach my drop loop with the double pulley on my load. Got my double pulley attached to my loader and come back up. And now I'm going to set up my raise through my protraction so that I can reduce my friction. Not forget my anchor. I'm just going to use my rabbit runners. Got one side of the anchor.
Can you smell my feet?
Yeah. Second side of my anchor. So I've got redundancy built into my anchor. Now, I start to pull my tension. Then I'm going to set up my mechanical advantage. I'm going to go ahead and set up my 5-to-1. With my drop loop, then that'll end up giving me a 10-to-1. I'm going to use the rolling lock, whatever rope grab you want. There's my 3-to-1. And then I'm going to take that off and change that to a 5-to-1. Just going to plug into my rolling lock. This will come back in. Connect that into my Beckett. I got my 5-to-1 set up. I'm going to duplicate that on the other side. Make sure that I put my roll and lock on the correct way. And then clip in for my 5-to-1, push out, and ready to haul. I don't have a whole lot of throw. Check, see how far up I am. About halfway there.
That's about time.
I think I got one more to make it to 10. I'm going to reset these because I'm going to need it when I change over to my lower. I'm going to take the tail out of my protraction. The tail from my protraction is going to go into my spark. And then the tail from my other protraction will go into my other spark. And now I'm ready to pull again to take all that weight off of my protraction so I can remove the protraction from the system. But I can't do that because my protraction still has my clip in it there. So instead, I'll clip this into the becket of my spark. Now that'll allow me to get the slack I need in my protraction. I could have hooked that into my anchor plate too and removed that problem from my system. All right, so now we're gonna haul again. Now you can see I've loosened my protraction. My weight of the system is onto my sparks. So I can lock out the teeth on my protraction, remove my protraction from the system, lock out the teeth to my protraction, open that, remove my protraction from the system, set those out of the way, and I'm gonna use the carabiner from that protraction to redirect the tail of my spark. I'm gonna do that on this side as well. Use the tail of my spark through that carabiner. I can go ahead and DC all of my mechanical advantage. Now do a little bit of cleanup. So now I can hold my tails out here and they are still redirected in the braking position for the spark. So I have my backup on that so I can add a bit more friction. And now I'm ready to hold my sparks and start my release on my sparks to lower my system. And if I need to, I can open my sparks and I'm still holding with my brake hand and I'm controlling the speed of my descent through my brake hand. I'm still on that 2-to-1, so it just takes a lot of that weight off of my sparks. I'm on the ground. I give a little bit of slack so I can remove it. And that's my raise and lower.